Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, WHENTAYTALK. I am Tay, and I am here back again for another segment of Here We Go with the Bush, okay? Let Cookie say hi first. Cookie, say hi to the folks because we got to get into the bush, okay, of it all. Yes, we're getting into it. Tell them. Oh, you waiting on me? Okay, I'll get into it. Don't hold me up, Cookie. So, everything on the channel is alleged in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also click the bell notification so that you know each and every time your girl upload a new video. Okay, so as I reported yesterday, exclusive breaking news yesterday was that the judge had issued a order for the court with Dusty. Okay. Now, in that video, I told you all about the part on the document where the judge was saying that the child is ordered to be brought in court, right? Brought to court, and that the father must bring a family member to court or somebody to court to to is this it? 1 second. That's not the one. That the father must bring to court the that's not it. This is it right here. So this was the order yesterday that was submitted yesterday. I know that the date is says 2024, which just seems to be an error. Because as we see here, that this was entered on the date of the 2025. So this must be manually typed in, and this one is generated by the computer. Okay, so they're probably going to be correcting this, but the judge put in an order for this hearing for protection from AB. The minor child shall be brought to the hearing. The father is directed to bring a relative or other individual to the hearing that can sit with the minor child until the hearing on this matter is concluded. Okay, so I told y'all I had a couple questions, and it was strange to me that the judge, for one, wanted the child to be brought to the court. I thought it was for like some questioning purposes, but I was like, maybe not, because where's the guardian ad litem? Wouldn't they be put into place to speak for the child on the child's behalf in a case like this? Because the baby's only 4. And then I also found it strange that they said that the father is directed to bring a relative, not just, the parent that's bringing them or whatever the case may be. So now with Urban Belle magazine has an article out that they put out yesterday here that explains why they requested that the father brings the child to court. So they have here Destiny Payton faces more drama on and off Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville star Destiny Payton, I'm loose on the star, wasn't able to avoid drama in the current season. For this latest round, Destiny accused both Melody Cherie and Martell Holt of, quote, grooming her for a threesome. This completely aggravated Melody, who spoke out about Destiny and Love and Marriage Huntsville producers on IG Live days before, informing the world she is not returning to the reality show she created. So, of course, y'all know that we have the live stream of Melody's entire live stream from her, calling Destiny and the production team out on IG from last week. I have that on my page, the entire live from males talking from beginning to end about the show. Okay. Any Away from the show, she's been involved in rumors surrounding her ex-husband's recent arrest. This past January, LeBerick Williams was arrested on a warrant for domestic violence. After the arrest, Destiny sought out a protection order from the Madison County courts. In the order, she claimed multiple incidents where LeBerick was allegedly violent towards her. Destiny also claimed he was violent towards his new girlfriend and son he shares with Destiny. This request was ultimately denied by the judge. So she also put in that request for LeBerick to for her to get full custody, like a temporary full custody. And if the protection order was also, and she was also included child support in that order. Okay, that request was also child support. Okay, and it was denied. So that means that their regular hearing would be the same. You know, their regular parental schedule would be the same. Okay, so it's 1 week on, 1 week off. This request was ultimately denied by a judge and sent to the judge presiding over her ongoing custody dispute. That judge previously held Destiny in contempt and gave her a suspended jail sentence pending paying LeBerick over $18,000 in court fees and medical bills for their son. LeBerick seeks more jail time for Destiny Payton in their ongoing custody battle. This time, LeBerick's attorney filed a new motion in their custody/divorce case, and he's once more seeking to hold Destiny in contempt and more jail time. In the documents obtained by Urban Bell, LeBerick claims Destiny won't allow him to maintain court-ordered custody time. He says Destiny has kept their child for 9 days of his allotted custody time. As a result, LeBerick seeks to put her in custody for 5 days. For each day she kept the son during this time, which if he says it's 9 days, he's seeking 45 days in jail. Okay. LeBerick also wants Destiny to be fined by the court and pay his legal fees. If the judge agrees, Destiny will face another sentence of 45 days in jail. She is appealing the sentence, the suspended 30-day sentence, and the over $18,000 she owed LeBerick in court costs, medical bills, and back mortgage payments. LeBerick also has an open identity theft criminal case against Destiny. Destiny, when are you going to get your shit together? When? And in these the comment sections, like here where the comments, like, people are reading Destiny for filth. Okay, she's not well. Destiny is a misfit, dangerous and treacherous, incapable of doing the right thing. She's unstable in her actions and deeds. Destiny uses manipulation in order to get financial support from her friends, who always helps her financially, but she never gives it back. Sly, slick, and wicked. I agree with them. Okay, and this is their opinion and mine as well. I don't understand why she just won't do right. She's forever playing the victim, all the while throwing rocks and hiding her hands. Why won't she just move forward? She's still trying to get at Moses as well as LB. She does nothing but cause chaos, then try to get sympathy for the mess she puts herself in. Dusty is very dangerous. She's a bully too. Like, their comments on here, this is crazy. Keeping a child away from their father is foul and petty. I originally thought LeBerick was the problem, but now I think it's Destiny. Just pay the man what you owe and hand over the baby on his days. No need to keep a toxic situation going. And I'm also believing, and I'm not gonna keep it short of this, that this may just be for her storyline, that she's doing all this, causing her child hell and his father hell, putting them through this just for what do you call it? A storyline, right? So let's go to the documents that they have, and this is going to explain some of the things that was put in the protection order. I mean, it was put into place and why the judge made that order yesterday. Okay. So here we have the court case, and this is a motion to return child and motion for contempt. Okay. The plaintiff, by and through the undersigned counsel, states as follows. Okay. And this is of their original case. That's why LeBerick is deemed as the plaintiff in this one, okay? And not Destiny. The plaintiff, number one, the parties in this action were previously ordered to alternate custody in a 7-day on, 7-day off rotating schedule, swapping custody at 6 p.m. on Sundays. Okay, so we see that it looks like LeBerick was arrested Sunday, the 19th of January, for his court date after releasing custody to Destiny. So that would have been his time that he was bringing law to Destiny. Then the next week would have been her bringing law back to her, which would have been like the 25th or something like that. Or 26th, bringing law back to him, but that didn't happen. And then I guess last week or earlier this week, Sunday, the 2nd was supposed to be, I guess, Destiny's turn again. But since she didn't do either of those weeks, this is what is happening. Okay. The defendant filed a petition for protection from abuse on January 21st, 2025, seeking an ex parte protection order. However, no protection order was granted. Okay. So denied. 3, the defendant withheld the minor child the entirety of the remainder of said week. Further, the minor child was with the defendant the entirety of last week, January 26th through February the 2nd, 2025. Therefore, the plaintiff's father custodial week should have been begun on January 2nd at 6 p.m. It looks like that didn't happen. To date, the defendant has refused to return the child to the plaintiff. The defendant has withheld the child for approximately 9 days of the plaintiff's custodial time. The defendant's refusal to return the child is a flagrant violation of this court's prior custody order. The defendant is therefore in civil and criminal contempt of court. Criminal, okay, attempt as well as civil. Okay, the plaintiffs respectfully ask this honorable court of order to the defendant to immediately return the minor child to the plaintiff's custody and to further schedule an emergency hearing as soon as possible to address this issue. The plaintiff has incurred attorney fees as a result of the defendant's defiance of the court orders, wherefore the plaintiff moves the court to enter an order compelling the defendant to return the minor child to the plaintiff's custody and to set a hearing as soon as possible. Upon such hearing, the plaintiff prays for the following relief. Okay, so we still have LeBerick in prayer, okay? And then they want the court to pray for him as well. A, that the court awards the plaintiff 9 days of makeup custodial time. Ooh. B, that the court find the defendant Destiny Williams to be willfully, civil and criminal attempt of the court's order. C, that the defendant Destiny Williams be punished for said contempt as allowed by Alabama law, including 5 days incarceration for each separate act of contempt. That the defendant Destiny Williams be punished for said contempt as allowed by Alabama law by imposing a fine. So this is the civil section they're talking about, okay? E, that the defendant Destiny Williams be ordered to pay the plaintiff's attorney fees incurred in connection with the motion. F, that the court grant any additional relief to which, in equity and good conscience, the plaintiff may be entitled in the premises. Okay. Certificate of service, I hereby certify that on the 4th day of February 2025, the foregoing has been filed and served electronically or via U.S. mail upon counsel for all represented parties and or upon all unrepresented parties not in fault. Wow. So this is the reason why they want LeBerick to bring a family member or someone that can watch law while they have court. And this order that Destiny brings the child to court. So from what this looks like, she has not returned the child to LeBerick, and she's fucked in so many ways because one, if LeBerick has been to the police station to meet the child, meet her at 6 p.m. on Sundays, since it has been rumored, and this is just rumors that I've heard, that she's consistently late for court, to drop-offs and pickups, LeBerick may have went to the court and, went to the station where they are supposed to be, um, where they are supposed to be, swapping the child out. He may have, went at 6 o'clock. He may have given her about 5 or 10 minutes and left. Okay, because per this order is 6 p.m. Both parents are supposed to be present at the location on Sundays at 6 p.m. Not 6:01, not 6:02, not 6:03. Okay, but he probably sat for a couple minutes because he know that she has a pattern of being late. Okay, and then he probably left. And when she arrived and he wasn't there, she probably got to calling him. And he probably didn't answer because why? You said he was harassing you via communication. So he's not talking to you at all. He's eliminating the communication because these are claims that your ass have made. Okay? So now you are in contempt for not being at that police station at 6 p.m. on Sundays. Okay? Since you want to nilly-willy in when the fuck you feel like it. So this is probably what's happening. Okay? Then, so now, we can see that Destiny likes to do stuff and then play victim. So in this sense, I can see her saying, I'm not releasing my child to an A-beer. I'm not releasing my child to an A-beer. Okay, now you in contempt because the order was not granted for your protection order or your emergency custody order. Okay, so by law, you were supposed to release him there. Okay. So again, it couldn't have been anything where it was bruises or anything like that on the child for her to have this drastic change where she wanted to put in this emergency order for AB of the child, right? Because she would have put that in her complaint. She didn't put that in her complaint. She didn't put that in her complaint. Which is odd to me that she wouldn't have put that in her complaint. She just put some old stuff in her complaint about things that he said that that LeBerick, she was accusing him of doing when, before they were even divorce was final. So she had a chance to put these type of things in their court stuff when they were going through their divorce because they were going through divorce when he was 2 months and stuff like that. So those are things that should have been addressed a while ago, years ago, because he's 4 years old now. And then she didn't put any proof in there about any physical activity that he had, displayed violent activity toward his his girlfriend or law currently. So again, if that was the case, then we would assume that she would have put that in the court papers. Okay. So now we have Dusty in court later yesterday. This was filed in court. Okay, via her attorney, this was filed in court yesterday. All right, so let me go through this because it's given that Destiny ass is maybe about to get locked the fuck up. If they're asking LeBerg to bring somebody to sit with the child, so as soon as Destiny come into the court with that child, they're gonna have to go with whoever LeBerg has there, and they may be arresting Dusty. Okay, if they're not arresting her at the court, at the minimum, they're giving LeBerg custody of him that day. It looks like. But I'm going to assume that they're locking her up. And that because they could have said to bring somebody, you know, she could have bring somebody to court. One of the parents, whoever had a child, bring somebody to court so that they can watch the kid while in court. I don't think they're requesting a kid without a guardian ad litem because, you know, again, the guardian ad litem, if they were going to, you know, do anything questioning with the child, they would be present. But that's not the case. They haven't requested that. They're only hearing about the AB of the child, and they're going to have the child sit with a relative or someone of the barracks choosing while they conduct court. It's given their lock and Destiny ass up on the 13th when she bring her ass to the court. So it seems like she knows this because she's in obvious contempt of court, defying that court order. Her order was not granted for emergency custody. So she, at that point, has to proceed with the case as is. Okay? And since she likes to mimic Martell and Melody, I just want to put out there that when Melody filed for the emergency thing, it was granted. Hence, Martell not being able to see the kids for 56 days. Except when he got the permission to go to that baby birthday party, Mariah's birthday party, that he did not come to because he was in Atlanta, proven in court. Okay? But he cried and hooped and hollered about Mel keeping the kids from him when it was court ordered. But when he had the opportunity to go and see the kids for the birthday party, he didn't do it. They wasn't that important. He didn't want to see them that bad. Whatever was holding him up from in Atlanta, because he sought out the motion to go to, like, he went to court to get permission to go to the birthday party, and it was granted. And in that case, Melody had to hand over the information for the birthday party, and because it was granted, but he did not come and tried to act like Melody kept him from that when he was actually in Atlanta and it was proven in court. Okay. So here we have Destiny's attorney yesterday. I think it was around 5-something p.m. In a day that the court, the attorney, this is her attorney, has requested a motion to continue. Okay. Let me go back to this other document here. And let's read what the continuance is requested for. Okay. So it looks like here's the motion here. Motion to continue. Comes now the plaintiff, Destiny L. Payton, and now she's listed as the plaintiff in this one because this is the for the charges that she brought. So you see how up here that LeBear was the original plaintiff in this civil case right here. And then Destiny was the defendant. And then this is once it was referred back to them. This is the same case number, but it was referred back. But in this case now, it's like a counter. Destiny is the plaintiff in this one, and LeBear is the defendant. Okay, so that's keep those separate on this one because this is for her accusations of the AB. Okay, so also too, just to go back to Mel and Martell, they also had proof via the guardian ad litem for the AB of the Eminem kids. Okay, particularly Tank in that situation with the 56 days. After that, they have other complaints in there per the guardian ad litem. The kids told this to the guardian ad litem. Okay, about the different things that Martell was doing to them, okay? Punching Tank in his private areas or hitting him in his private areas, twisting the kid's arms and stuff like that, like Indian burns or something like that, and making them eat foreign objects that they're not supposed to eat, like soap, hot sauce, and shit like that. These are specified things that were put in their order, okay? Against Martell. But yes, Destiny is claiming these type of AB things are being done to her child, that he's being AB, yet you're still hanging around an AB of a child. These things were proven in court, what Martell was doing to his kids. He was ordered not to. Corporal punishment. He was ordered not to do that to the kids. But yet, that's your bro, and you hang around him, and everything is fine. You're not triggered by him for whatever reason, but you were triggered when LeBear made a mistake, maybe, and touched you or breezed past you, or y'all had some type of contact. Not violent, but just any contact. That could be, your coat brushing against your jacket, hit her jacket, or brushed against her leg when y'all was exchanging a kid, or whatever the case may be. She says she was triggered by it. Okay, but we digress. But we just want to keep in mind that Dusty is making these claims, but she's hanging with somebody that has had these things proven against him. All of the stuff that she's claiming, even on down the stuff that she's claiming against herself, most of those things is the things that has been done to Melody via Martell, but Martell is her brother. Mind you, they're not really related. They just call each other brother and sis, okay? And the point I'm making is he's someone that she does not have to be around. He's not her real family. So your presence around him is optional, right? So I'm just saying, it's strange, and this is why people is having a hard time believing her. And like I said, I'm not gonna say like I really don't believe her, but the percentage of me not believing her is higher than the percentage that I believe her, because I do have to give her some piece of thing of hope, that not hope, but I have to give her a little grace that she may be telling the truth, because sometimes people do lie all the time, but sometimes they be telling, within their lies, they tell the truth sometimes. But since they lie so much, people don't believe they asses. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of her stuff, unfortunately, is sad that people don't believe her. And we have to go through the shits to, look at what's going on, because it's not believable. And I'm about to read this, and y'all gonna see another reason why this is not believable, okay? So this is her motion to continue, okay? Come now, the plaintiff, Destiny L. Payton, in case, blah, 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 by and through her attorney of record, and respectfully moves this honorable court to continue the hearing on plaintiff's petition for protection from AB, set for hearing on February the 13th, 2025, and as ground states as follows. 1, counsel for plaintiff Destiny Williams Payton is currently scheduled to be out of town on the day this matter is set for hearing due to her daughter's state championship wrestling tournament. The tournament scheduled on February 13, 2025 is the first sanctioned girls state wrestling tournament, and Council's daughter is ranked in the top 3 for the state of Alabama. This tournament is an important event for Council's daughter, and Council has been actively involved in supporting the child's participation in all her wrestling events. Three, that Council's presence at the tournament is important to both the child and Council as it promotes emotional support, bonding, and encouragement for the child. 4, that this motion is made in good faith and not for the purposes of delay. It's strange that they put that in there. 5, Counsel for plaintiff has notified opposing counsel of the need to file this motion. Wherefore, premises considered, counsel for plaintiff Destiny Williams Payton respectfully requests that this court grant a continuance of the hearing scheduled February 13, 2025 to a date and time convenient to the court and all parties. Respectfully submitted by Christine D. Butler. That's the attorney for Destiny. So this motion was filed yesterday for the court. Now, I find it strange that they would put this number 4 in here. This motion is made in good faith and not for the purpose of delay. Which sometimes that gives, this is exactly what the fuck the reason is, okay? And I must say that I'm more so leaning toward that this is just a ploy for a delay because of this. Do y'all see here? Due to the daughter state championship wrestling tournament, they give more details about this. The girl is sanctioned state. She's ranking number 3, top 3 for the state of Alabama. The tournament is important. First of all, they have more reasons or information, detailed information about this damn girl's, the lawyer's daughter wrestling tournament than Destiny has for her entire motherfucking damn and her entire fucking accusations that she's making against for AB. This is detailed information about this little girl's wrestling tournament. Yet, this is what we have for Destiny's complaint against LB. I find this strange. I find this strange that, let me get to the part where the accusations is. Okay, let me see if it's on. It starts here. So they meet at the, the precinct. Okay, this is her first claim, December 1st, 2000, at Wheeler Courthouse, the police station. See attached documents: stalking, harassment, intimidation, physical contact. The defendant was recently arrested DV/harassment. Plaintiff myself is concerned for safety that the defendant will escalate behavior as a result of arrest and is being made public. Okay. So this is what she says happened. I'm just going to read like the first one. History of significant injury sustained by Law while in LW's care. That's LeBerg Williams, right? 2 months old. She said his story changed 3 times. When he was 2 years old. This is not significant injury sustained. This is not a history of significant injuries. Like, it's just not. 2 incidents, 2 months old, and then later when he was 2 years old. And then the most recent is during a custody exchange at the Willard police station. LW was positioned behind me and made physical contact with me when attempting to grab my son from my arms. Why the fuck are you holding Law? That's what I was still concerned about. He's 4 years old and can walk. Why were you holding him? He damn near bigger than you. As a person who has experienced him as physically abusive, I feel unsafe when he makes physical contact with me, especially during a disagreement. Why were y'all having a disagreement at the exchange? What was the disagreement? Why you didn't put that in here? See, these are very vague things. Physical contact with you. What the fuck was the contact? What did he touch? What happened? This incident caused our son Law to become visibly upset, probably because you was holding his big ass and he wanted to walk over to his father. This incident occurred in the presence of law enforcement who intervened. Did they intervene because you were screaming, he touched me, he touched me, and caused your son to get upset instead of just having him walk over to his fucking daddy? What was the disagreement? Why were y'all even talking? And then here, March 20, 2024, she said that he threw her son's medication on the ground and became verbally abusive in the presence of the son. But it's rumored that when your son was around you, he was telling you, like, please don't unalive me. Please don't unalive me on a live recording. So why would he be saying that to you if the father is abusive toward him? So again, this stuff is questionable. This stuff is, my son has witnessed violent behavior by LW on multiple occasions. This doesn't, how he witnessed this. How did he relate this to you when you just said earlier that your son has experienced developmental delays, including speech delays, which has been said to be in the line with shaken baby syndrome? So if he's having these speech delays and developmental delays, how are you obtaining this type of detailed information from him about him and the current strangulation and abuse from the girlfriend, the current girlfriend? Can you explain that to us, Dusty? Because it's giving weirdo again. It's very much so giving weirdo. You can't be trusted. Okay. So I what I'm thinking about with this new motion that she has filed is that Dusty has created a situation for herself. And with this motion to continue, she's trying to buy herself some time because it looks like you done fucked up, right? It's given, you done fucked up. You are continuously being around Martell and you're trying to mimic the shit that's going on in Mel and Martell's case on the behalf of the person that is doing the shit to the children and to the mother. And if if Martell and Destiny was as close as they claim they are, and Martell will be around her and she's doing this stuff to another man, because as misogynist as he is, he will still take LeBarrett's side over Destiny's, in my opinion, if this was on the up and up. So for him to even still be around her in his close proximity and protecting and saving her from LeBarrett, the big bad LeBarrett, this is giving that he's in on this shit with her. They're trying to get the same shit done to LeBarrett that Mel has charged Martell with. That from what we see is the damn truth. Okay? Because he admitted a lot of this shit that's in their court documents. The claims that the kids made, he's admitted most of this shit. Okay? And still with him admitting this stuff, this is still a person. Not only did Mel say she used to watch Little Law, now you have Martell calling him his nephew, you're his uncle, he's his uncle. And we seen you on camera last year at Martell's birthday dinner with Little Law in tow around the kids that Martell has been charged with a being. Now you have your son around him, but you don't want your son to be around his dad, and you're accusing him of AB. So why is it okay for your son to be around Martell and he's a convicted ABer? Because he was held accountable for the AB of the children, and the court acknowledged it and put an order for him not to do corporal punishment and shit like that on his kids. Because it's something when the judge have to put into play that you can't give your kids foreign objects, make them eat foreign objects, that you can't AB your kids, use corporal punishment on your kids. That means that you have been doing that, and now you just order that you cannot. So now you have another situation on your fucking hands that you have had your child around him. But if the father is an ABer, then what's the problem here? Why can't he be around him? Why can't he be around his father that's an ABer, but he can be around somebody else, daddy, that's an ABer? Destiny, what the fuck are you going to do? You need to get your shit together. You might need that time in jail to sit your ass down. You might need this time to sit and think about what the fuck you have done. Because it looks like you and Martell is using the same fucking playbook. In my opinion, neither one of y'all want them kids. But y'all want people to think that y'all do. Y'all want the public to think that y'all do. But the minute now that those kids are not beneficial to y'all want to cause hell to get, because you know this, making this stuff and these claims and shit like that, you know that it can't be proven. More than likely. Because again, I say, if he had came, I see if when y'all did the exchange, if he would have had bruises and stuff on him, and you like, oh no, I'm not sending my child back to him. That's what you would have put into those court papers. My child is bruised up. I would have took him to the hospital so they can document the bruises. Okay? But none of that was in the court papers that she put. The most recent thing she had to put in them court papers was from December 1st, when her and LeBerry made contact when he was grabbing Law from her arms. So this is not making any damn sense. And Destiny, again, is given that you done fucked up. Didum's best friend, Ruth, Judge Ruth, is tired of this motherfucker. It's given she's tired of you and your stunts and all this bullshit. You're making these claims which are deplorable. And it's given that you have teamed up with Martell to do the same thing with Melody. Because again, we have those claims when you told Mama Van to stop pimping out her daughter. Where the fuck did you get that from? Then we have the claims that Mel was teaching Slaw how to respectfully cheat with her motherfucking husband that she left because he was fucking cheating. So did she only leave because they wouldn't respectfully cheat? And then we have the claims of you alleging that you could have slept with Mel and Martell if you wanted to. You had that option. And then we have them asking you on the reunion stage if Mel and Martell groomed you for a threesome. Where the fuck did that come from? Where the fuck did the notion come from that you could have slept with Melody? It's given Carlos King, Recycled, Roa, Portia, Phaedra, and Candy. But you gonna get a fucking enough of making these fucking frivolous ass fucking claims. Because like she said, now y'all in a world of fucking trouble because you didn't do your due diligence. And now Carlos, your dumb ass, this is attempt 2 that you gotta put in some kind of actual allegations on a person. Because in the environment that we're in today with all this grooming and shit like that, that's not word choices that you use when you're talking about a person that has an impeccable damn reputation like Melody. And you associate those words with her fucking reputation. And she's a public figure. Even with y'all having Benny, shut up when Tay talk. Just shut up. When we have him on the line making those type of allegations as well. About a precious moment between Mel and one of the kids. So what kind of despicable ass shit is y'all trying to get into? You can't unring a bell. So once you put this shit out here and say it publicly, it's out here. And it's open for people to talk about and, make their opinions about it and put that stamp on her when you ain't had no motherfucking no rhyme or reasons to where the fuck this shit came from. Where did that come from? Because I don't think a person would be grabbing a person's arm and telling them, I'm sorry, I love you. That she thought was trying to groom her. and that she could have slept with. And I also feel it's an attempt at deflecting. You're deflecting your desires onto her. But it's going to be consequences to this shit. Just wait. Okay? So that's all I have for y'all. Y'all let me know down in the comment section, what do y'all think about this latest stunt with Destiny? Again, the details about the damn attorney's daughter stuff and the wrestling match is more detailed than her fucking accusations of AB. At this juncture. And can't nobody else at your firm take over the case while you're out? Miss Christine? Not you trying to get Destiny out of this shit too. All I know is, and they also made the request for her to return that child immediately. Has that been done? All right, so I'll keep y'all up to date on this case as it is progressing throughout, in real time. I'll get y'all the updates, okay? In the meantime, y'all like this video and subscribe to your girl channel, okay? We out here, we up and stuck, okay? Let's get it. And thank you to all the new subbies, all right? And the cash apps that's been coming in after the video. So thank you guys so much for the support. I love y'all. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it positive. We have started 2025 off in a good step. And we're going to continue that, okay? We're not going to deflect and do nothing. We're not going to get off track. We're going to stay on track with our content and getting other stuff out. I got some new things coming, so be aware, wait for that. Like I said, we're going to be getting into other shows this year. I'm going to be getting more into my hair stuff this year. So we're going to get more platforms, more content. So let's get it together for 2025. Okay. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Ew.
Hold on, 20.
Huh?
Hold on, 20.
What'd you say?
I said, hold on, 20. Hold on, please.